if you can define on a piece of paper your desired version of yourself, you will shift into that reality. If you can fake it till you make it. And I recently made a video about parallel realities are real, and here's how to shift. You can watch that to understand the key concept behind parallel realities. Basically, the oldest, most ancient concept of this reality, their endless realities, come from the Hermeticism, in which it says that the all is mind, the universe is mental. Basically, it sort of gives you a picture that everything is a mental projection of one mind, which is the God of the mind of God, and God is infinite. So there are infinite projections of everything that could be is in the mind of God, and God is dreaming infinite dreams. Well, this concept, that's the oldest concept that I know so far, but this concept has been reiterated in basically all religions in one way or another, and in all mysticism books. In Bible, Jesus says that in my Father's house there are many mansions. What does it mean in many mansions? Neville interprets it to be that in the mind of God there are infinite states of being that you can choose from. And so this idea of parallel realities is littered in the literature, in the ancient literature, and in the holy books and scriptures, but we on the surface level do not understand it. So how do you choose a different reality? You have to make a choice. You have to define what you want. You have to write on a piece of paper what is included in your desired reality, and then you have to encourage it in your subconscious mind every day. How do you encourage it? Subconscious mind is the mind of habit. It doesn't uh, you can't compel it to do something for you. You have to seduce it. Neville Goddard gave an example of subconscious being likened to a lover, that you can't compel somebody to love you. You have to allure them, you have to seduce them, you have to uh, flirt with them lovingly. So and you have to be persistent. Pursue your lover, well, not in a stalking way, but in a way of out of love and seduction. So how do you seduce your subconscious mind? It's via emotion, feeling, and repetition. That's it. The formula is very simple, but a lot of people do not have it defined perfectly. What do they want? You have to define your parallel reality, because in confusion and in not you not being clear, you will manifest a life of things not being clear, a lot of confusion, chaos, you not moving towards something because you don't have a goal to move towards something. Another thing that subconscious mind is goal driven. It's goal driven. You have to decide on a goal and feed it to it, the end result of that goal, consistently. This is why Neville Goddard gave us a very simple formula of assumption. Just assume. An assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. What is an assumption? An assumption is a goal. You have defined a goal. Like, for example, I have this house, this 3-bedroom house. I bought it. It's mine. I'm living there. Now you paint a picture with words. You can paint a picture with imagination, or you can just assume. Just assuming is, of course, an advanced level where you have to just assume, feel it, and then let go. It can be done, but it takes practice. But you can paint a picture with imagination. You can paint a picture with words, like, I am so happy and blissful that I am living in this 3-bedroom apartment. It's wonderful, right? Or you can imagine doing something at your house, like doing laundry, doing some mundane everyday task, which ensures, which signifies that you have this thing. And the more you seduce your subconscious mind with this imaginal act, with this affirmation, or there is a concept called autosuggestion, which is talked about in the book Think and Grow Rich, which is basically it's an affirmation, but you suggest to yourself, like a suggestion. and you do not hold any contempt towards it, resistance towards it. Like you can say, uh, because I am connected with the infinite abundance of God, I am infinite. This is a suggestion that you are suggesting your subconscious mind, and it is true. And the more you do it, the least resistance you have of it, and eventually your subconscious mind will start reflecting in your life. Your life will start to express abundance here and there in small things, and you will have a lot of things in your life, and you will be like, yes, now it's being reflected, and it will feel natural. You won't be surprised like, oh my god. You will know, because that's yourself now. You have shifted into this reality where you are an abundant person. It doesn't come as a shock to you anymore. This is why these I wonder that superstars or idols, I don't think that they wake up every morning thinking that, oh, so many people love me. No, they are a person who is a superstar, so it's a normal and natural thing for them to get, spam messages from people, oh, I love you so much, and blah blah blah. It's a common occurrence for them. So subconscious mind will make it natural in your life to have that thing, but you have to seduce it. You have you have to seduce it with like you persuade a lover to fall in love with you. And so you do it via affirmations. You can paint a picture in your imagination. So I guess the idea of this video is for you to define your ideal version, your parallel reality. I heard a story which really nicely showcases this choosing of a reality. There were two brothers, and one was a successful businessman, and another turned out to be an alcoholic. And a psychologist, I think, asked both brothers that how did you turn out to be the way you are. And one said, because my father was an alcoholic, so I had to be an alcoholic. How could I turn out to be anything else? And he asked the other brother, and he said, my father was an alcoholic, so I had to be turned out to be something different than him. So both brothers, in the same circumstances, one chose to be an alcoholic, that he chose this, okay, because the other brother shifted into another reality where he was a successful business. He took it as an inspiration and motivation to not turn out like his father. And the other one, a kind of, reactionary world, reactionary life, like most people live. They look at the news, they look at the politics and the state of the world, and they react to it, and they kind of give up and just go with the flow, how the world is going in hell to hell in a handbasket. And this person goes with it, while another one says, no, this is not my reality, and they chose a different life, and they turn out to be completely different. A great example of it is when Neville Goddard was enlisted in the World War II. The world was going to hell in a handbasket, but he didn't want to have any part in it. So he imagined himself being honorably discharged from the World War II. And first he did what anyone one would do, that he applied for honorable discharge meant to his superior, and his superior rejected him. And then he applied the law of assumption. He just saw his superior. No, actually, he imagined himself being in his New York apartment, where he was sleeping in his own bed, and feeling that he was honorably discharged. And voila. Like, how can it be that in a world war, when they need every man possible, the superior suddenly has a change of heart? Like, oh, I should let this man go. Why? Even he didn't know why, but he just honorably discharged Neville Goddard. So this shows that whatever is happening around you, and whatever, like, what you focus on will be your reality. So it doesn't matter what's happening around you, what circumstances you are living in. If you give them your undivided attention, they will persist. Your subconscious mind does not know the word of no. It only knows whatever your attention is on, what you are repeatedly consuming. So you have to befriend it, You can't just let it be on the mercy of the world and treat it like a bystander or something, ignore it and let it feed off of all the terrible things in the world. You have to be a friend. You have to befriend it and feed it lovely things. By the way, I've made this 8-hour affirmation video, which is perfect for manifesting a generally good life, because I have put every single pivotal affirmation for health, wealth, love, and abundance in it. And if you listen to it every night for 21 days, I am very, very positive that you will have a different life. Definitely, you will shift into a better reality, and the more you listen to it, the more it seeps into your subconscious mind. You will see the change happen, and this change is effortless. This is the most effortless way to shift into a different reality, to manifest what you want, because uh, we only the conscious mind sleeps. The subconscious mind has to run your heart. It has to let your veins absorb all the nutrients from your food. It has to regulate your breathing. It's not sleeping. Your subconscious mind is wide awake and is listening to everything. So when you feed it empowering words at sleep, you are sleeping, so you are gone. So it's being programmed without any uh, resistance. So it is an effortless way to get what you want. And I did it in 2003 for what I wanted, and I now have most of what I wanted manifested already. So it works. You just have to give it some commitment, at least for 21 days, and you can keep going if you like after that. And you must uh, design your perfect version that you want to be. Write it on a piece of paper, everything that you want in life, and start to feed that to your subconscious mind, and it will begin to it you will be the way it works is truly magical. Like how things turn out, it is truly magical. You will not be able to devise the plans that subconscious mind has for you, how it will shift you into the reality, but it does it seamlessly. So but you need to give it a go. Don't stop living this reactionary life to the world, because it will lead you to the same fate that everybody is going to, or your life will not see a significant change. So to change into a different reality, you have to define it. We are burdened with the gift of freedom of choice. It's a gift, but it is a burden. It's not easy to choose everything that you want in life consistently, because we get distracted so easily. This mind is like a monkey mind. It jumps from one branch to another. But now that you know that we become what we think about, you have to be careful what you feed your subconscious mind. Treat it like a lover, treat it like a friend, and you will see things change magically. So this is it for this video. Until next time, bye bye.